The Ease of Paying Taxes Act. Taxes. For generations, they've been both a civic duty and, for many, a source of frustration. Across the Philippines, millions of taxpayers, business owners, employees, freelancers, and self-employed individuals have long grappled with a system bogged down by lengthy queues, convoluted paperwork, and unclear regulations. But the tide is turning. To modernize and simplify the Philippine tax system, President Ferdinand Bongbong R. Marcos Jr. signed Republic Act No. 11,976, also known as the Ease of Paying Taxes Act, EOPT law, into law on January 5, 2024. Published in the official Gazette just days later, this pivotal legislation was enacted with the full support of the Senate and the House of Representatives. The EOPT Act builds on previous reforms like the Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises, CREATE Act, and the Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion, TRAIN Act, ushering in a new era of streamlined tax administration aimed at enhancing revenue collection while making compliance easier for everyone. By addressing long-standing challenges, the EOPT Act transforms paying taxes from a dreaded chore into a process that's efficient, transparent, and stress-free. Join us as we explore this groundbreaking law and how it's reshaping the Philippine tax landscape for the better. Segment 1, the background and context. Before diving into the specifics, let's take a step back and understand why this law was necessary. For years, the Philippine tax system was marred by inefficiencies. The process was tedious. Long queues at government offices, mountains of documents, and manual systems that left room for errors. For micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, this was especially burdensome. These businesses make up more than 99% of all enterprises in the Philippines. Yet many of them struggled with compliance, not because they didn't want to pay taxes, but because the process was just too difficult. The complexity discouraged some from registering their businesses altogether. For individuals, especially freelancers and professionals, understanding tax rules felt like navigating a maze. This led to a high number of non-compliant taxpayers and a significant gap in government revenues. The Ease of Paying Taxes Act was designed to change all that. Signed into law on January 5, 2024, intended to protect and safeguard taxpayer rights and welfare, to modernize tax administration by providing mechanisms that encourage easy compliance at the least cost and resources, and to update the tax system and adopt best practices. It's more than a law, it's a solution to long-standing issues in our tax system. Segment 2, Key Features of the Ease of Paying Taxes Act. So, what exactly does the Ease of Paying Taxes Act do? Let's break down its specific tax updates and explore how they reshape the tax experience for millions of Filipinos. First, the law simplifies the classification of taxpayers. For decades, taxpayers were grouped into broad categories that failed to address the diversity of individuals and businesses in the Philippines. This one-size-fits-all approach often resulted in burdensome compliance requirements for small taxpayers, while larger entities sometimes navigated inefficient processes that didn't reflect their complexity. The Ease of Paying Taxes Act resolves this by introducing a nuanced classification system, dividing taxpayers into 4 distinct categories: micro, small, medium, and large taxpayers, which are further classified based on their gross sales. Micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, along with sole proprietors and freelancers, play an important role in the Philippine economy, comprising over 99% of all businesses. The Ease of Paying Taxes Act EOPT simplifies tax compliance for these taxpayers by aligning obligations with their respective gross sales thresholds. Micro enterprises 3 million pesos or less in annual gross sales benefit from minimal compliance requirements, including reduced documentation and filing frequencies. Small enterprises 3 million to 20 million pesos enjoy flexible schedules and potential deductions, enabling efficient resource allocation. Medium enterprises 20 million pesos to 100 million pesos face more structured obligations, but benefit from updated VAT rules and faster refund processes, reducing administrative delays. Sole proprietors and freelancers, often classified as micro enterprises, also benefit from streamlined requirements, eliminating the complexities of corporate reporting. Large enterprises with annual gross sales exceeding 100 million pesos face the highest level of tax compliance obligations. These include frequent audits, comprehensive financial reporting, and adherence to strict filing deadlines. As major contributors to national revenue, these businesses are also fully integrated into digital filing and payment systems to handle the complexities of their obligations efficiently. The classification system ensures that tax processes are equitable, with obligations proportionate to a business's capacity. For smaller enterprises, particularly micro and small businesses, the Act reduces barriers to compliance, fostering voluntary participation in the tax system. For medium and large enterprises, it ensures robust compliance while offering efficiency improvements through technology and streamlined processes. However, despite its benefits, challenges remain. Many small and micro enterprises lack awareness of the specific provisions applicable to their classification. Even medium enterprises may misunderstand rules that do not directly apply to them. Addressing these gaps requires targeted educational initiatives from the Bureau of Internal Revenue, BIR, to ensure businesses fully understand and benefit from the Act. By tailoring compliance requirements to the unique needs of each group, this segmentation ensures fairness, efficiency, and inclusivity across the board. Second, the flexible filing and payment of taxes, since one of the most transformative features of the Ease of Paying Taxes Act is its emphasis on technology. It allows taxpayers to file their tax returns and pay their taxes either electronically or manually with any authorized agent bank BPI, DPB, PNB Revenue District Office through its revenue collection officers or authorized tax software provider. This gives taxpayers the flexibility in filing and paying their taxes anywhere without worries of incurring administrative penalties for filing at the wrong venue. Imagine this. As a taxpayer, you can log into a BIR portal from your home, upload the necessary documents, and pay your taxes using a credit card, bank transfer, or e-wallet service. It's a drastic shift from traditional methods, saving hours of travel and wait time. The introduction of mobile apps and automated email reminders also helps taxpayers stay on top of deadlines, reducing the risk of late penalties. This digital approach is particularly beneficial for overseas Filipino workers, OFWs, who often struggle with tax compliance due to physical distance and limited access to Philippine government offices abroad. With online platforms, OFWs can now meet their obligations with ease, no matter where they are in the world. Third, the updated VAT rules. The provisions outlined under the Ease of Paying Taxes Act, EOPT, offer several significant benefits for businesses, particularly in simplifying VAT compliance and enhancing operational efficiency. The shift from using gross receipts to gross sales for VAT calculation provides greater clarity and consistency in determining taxable income. This makes it easier for businesses to track their sales and calculate VAT accurately, reducing the risk of errors and discrepancies. The requirement to issue VAT sales invoices for both goods and services instead of official receipts streamlines documentation processes, ensuring that businesses can more easily substantiate their VAT liabilities. Allowing businesses to deduct sales allowances or discounts granted in the same quarter simplifies the tax process by directly reducing the VAT payable. Additionally, the provision allowing for VAT deductions on uncollected receivables encourages better cash flow management. This flexibility helps businesses avoid paying VAT on income that has not yet been realized, improving financial liquidity. The categorization of VAT refund claims into low, medium, and high-risk groups ensures that audits are focused on higher-risk claims, reducing the compliance burden for businesses with straightforward cases. Together, these provisions support tax compliance by reducing documentation requirements, minimizing errors, and enhancing overall operational efficiency, thus helping businesses manage their VAT obligations with ease while maintaining financial stability. Fourth, quick refund solutions. Before the EOPT Act, the NERC did not provide a period within which the BIR should act on a claim for a tax refund. Under the EOPT, the taxpayer must file a claim for credit or refund of taxes erroneously paid or penalties imposed within 2 years after the payment of the tax or penalty. The BIR is then given 180 days from the submission of complete documents to act on such a claim. The taxpayer may then file an appeal with the Court of Tax Appeals CTA within 30 days from the lapse of the 180 days. Fifth, other percentages tax. The Ease of Paying Taxes Act, EOPT, introduces changes to the tax base for various percentage taxes, shifting from gross receipts to gross sales. This applies to sectors like domestic and international carriers. Sections 117 and 118, franchises Section 119, and overseas dispatch services Section 120. By using gross sales as the tax base, these changes provide a more consistent and accurate measure of business revenue, ensuring fairer and more uniform tax calculations. This simplification helps businesses more easily comply with tax obligations while accurately reflecting their total revenue. Sixth, simplified taxpayer registration. The Consumer Price Index, CPI, will be used to change the threshold every 3 years to raise the required issuing of properly registered invoices from 100 pesos to 500 pesos for each sale and transfer of items. Regardless of the amount, vendors must still provide invoices upon request from the buyer. It is possible to turn it in. Segment 3, the role of technology. Technology plays a pivotal role in the success of this law. The Bureau of Internal Revenue is now tasked with upgrading its systems to accommodate digital filing and payment. This includes creating user-friendly platforms that are accessible to all taxpayers, regardless of their technical expertise. Mobile apps, online portals, and automated systems are transforming the way Filipinos interact with the tax system. These tools reduce the risk of human error and make the process faster and more transparent. However, the transition to digital also comes with challenges. Ensuring cybersecurity and protecting taxpayer data are top priorities. The government must invest in robust systems to prevent breaches and build trust in these new platforms. Segment 4, challenges and the way forward. While the Ease of Paying Taxes Act is a significant step forward, it's not without challenges. Implementing these reforms requires coordination, funding, and public awareness. For one, not all Filipinos have access to reliable internet or digital devices. Bridging this digital divide is crucial to ensuring that no one is left behind. The government must also address potential resistance to change, as some may prefer traditional methods over digital platforms. Additionally, the success of this law depends on effective implementation. The BIR must deliver on its promises of improved systems and better customer service. This requires training personnel, upgrading infrastructure, and maintaining open communication with taxpayers. Despite these challenges, the future looks bright. With continued support from the government, private sector, and the public, the Ease of Paying Taxes Act has the potential to revolutionize the way we view taxes. Segment 5, a call to action. So what can you do as a taxpayer? While the Ease of Paying Taxes Act is designed to simplify compliance, it also calls for active participation from all citizens. This landmark reform is a partnership between the government and taxpayers, and your role is key to its success. Start by ensuring your business is properly registered if you haven't done so already. Familiarize yourself with the new digital platforms introduced under the law and take full advantage of the streamlined processes they offer. Educate yourself about your rights and responsibilities as a taxpayer, understanding how this reform benefits you and the nation as a whole. And most importantly, pay your taxes, not just because it's a legal obligation, but because it's your way of contributing to the shared vision of progress and development. By embracing these changes, we have the power to foster a culture of accountability, cooperation, and transparency. It's more than just about compliance. It's about building trust between citizens and the government. Together, we can create a tax system that works for everyone, one that supports economic growth, funds essential public services, and helps secure a brighter future for generations to come. The Ease of Paying Taxes Act marks the beginning of a new era for the Philippines, a milestone that embodies the power of reform and innovation. By streamlining tax compliance, this groundbreaking legislation goes beyond just making life easier for taxpayers. It lays the foundation for a more inclusive, equitable, and prosperous future. This reform isn't just about simplifying processes. It's about fostering trust between the government and its citizens. It's about creating a system that works for everyone, from business owners to everyday workers, ensuring that no one is left behind. So the next time you think about taxes, Remember, it's not just about what you give, it's about what we can build together. It's a shared investment in a stronger, more resilient nation, where every contribution helps create opportunities for growth and progress.